excited, you know. I think there's no better place to start my U.S. tour than in Miami, because that's where the album was born, you know. It's where the album at the Hit Factory right here. And I feel great, you know. I'm ready to bring the show to the fans. It's a very fun show. It's very full of great pop songs, you know, from my 3 albums, and especially this new one. I focus a lot on the new album, but I also bring, you know, the hits from the first 2 albums. We just finished 2 months in Europe and Canada, so finally 1 year, almost 1 year after my release date of my album, I am finally hitting the US with this tour. I travel with a 6-piece band and 4 dancers. There are wardrobe changes and a, you know, light show, but we never keep the focus away too much from the music. Every time I go on tour, because this new album, the songs are so different, and for us the challenge was making all the material work together. Sort of, we have newer versions of like I'm Like a Bird and Turn Off the Light and the songs from Folklore. Also, you know, we have, for Miami, we changed the set. We have a couple other songs in español, como Fotografía, Te Busqué, cosas así, and we just changed it up. Appreciated and well received on radio, video, the fans, concerts, you know, internet, everything. People are really responding to the music. I think that Timbaland and I have a special chemistry together, and I think that's a really big part of it. And I think that when we were in the studio, we tried to make something very real. That's why I called it Loose, because I wanted it to feel not too polished, not too pretentious, just kind of sort of like a classic, sort of more iconic sort of pop sound. And I think that the year, I'm just constantly pinching myself, constantly counting my blessings, trying to remain appreciative and live every moment, celebrate every success, you know, because my first album, Whoa Nelly, I was only 21, and I think, you know, I was a bit cocky, and I just thought, oh, this happens to everybody. You make an album, you win a Grammy. I didn't know. And my second album was not as commercially successful as the first one. And so then after that second album, I think I kind of, with this third album, I took more chances. And then, you know, you reap the rewards in a greater way, and you just feel so good, you know, because this is my third album. And Juanes for me is like a superstar, you know. He's a star though because of his heart, because he's such a good person, and he really cares about his fans. I think that's why him and I get along and we connect, because we both have the same appreciation for our fans, and we both have the integrity in the craft where we really take our music seriously. We care about what our albums sound like, how they're perceived, and how we grow as an artist in each album. So it's nice to sort of like have like a male sort of twin, you know, in another language, another world, but there's a lot of places where we meet. So working with him, for me, it's like when I was working with Chris Martin, I thought a similarity of the sort of prolific, great songwriting, you know. Juanes has that talent, and combined with the guitar playing and the production skills, it's really amazing. Yeah, I'm going to do a reissue actually for Spain and some other territories with 5 additional songs in Spanish, translations, and maybe some original material. But that is only the beginning, you know. I've sort of had plans and conversations about this Spanish and Portuguese album I really wanted to do. And I actually think this will probably be my last sort of English pop album in a long time, because I really want to head in that direction. When I sing in Spanish or in Portuguese, me siento una conexión más grande, más fuerte que cuando yo canto en inglés. And I just want to pursue that. I want to go down that road, you know. I feel international. It's just who I am. Hola, soy Nelly Furtado y este es un especial Intera.com.